Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another video blog. And before I forget, I want to ask you this favor again. Please help me to grow the audience on YouTube. You know, my goal is to help as many people as I can. Help them to make positive change in their life. Inspire them to live their best possible life. And I just can't do here in the studio by myself or just having, you watch my videos all the time. Spread the word. Share my videos on your social media like Facebook or Twitter. Email your friends and family, and don't forget, let people know that they need to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. So right below my video, there's a red flag that says subscribe. It's only when you subscribe that you get automatic notifications of when I post my video blog. So help me to inspire more people out there. So let's talk about the mind. I love the subject of the mind. I teach about it, I talk about it, I read about it, I research, I eat it. And I'm writing a book about the mindsets of successful living. And I'm actually in one of my last chapters today. And I want to challenge you here and ask you if you have an open mind. And you might say, yeah, I do have an open mind. So I want to make sure you are practicing few things that are the embodiment of living with a true open mind. And so just kind of ask yourself these questions that I'm going to present to you in a few seconds, and see if there's room in your life to actually expand your mind so you can have richer connections with people. You can broaden your knowledge about life, about philosophies, about ideas and concepts. And you just, become a wiser person because you can see things in different angles. A lot of philosophers, theologists, a lot of great authors say that, when we have a rigid mind, you're going to look at something with almost like a straight line. And when you do that, you just look at with one type of lenses, if you will. You miss what's happening in all these different areas, in all these different angles. So if you just target your thought of your belief in one place, you miss understanding a lot of other concepts that are behind everything. So with an open mind, you get to experience actually a richer life. And again, create richer connections with people, because how many people you have in your life, especially this time of elections here in the United States, how many people you have that in your life that might not agree with your views. So I want you to test yourself and apply some of these concepts to expand your mind even more, right? So number one aspect of embodying a life of open mind, sacred listening. I put sacred listening because the first thing, when you have an experience and encounter somebody and they start challenge you, the first thing you should do, or the first thing that I invite you to do to start opening or expand your mind, is to truly listen to that person. Truly listening means you give that person your full attention, your full presence, and you don't start that chatting in your mind about what your response is going to be, or you're going to interrupt that person and throw your opinion. That's not true listening. True listening, you 100% with that person, taking every single word that they say and just take it in and processing that information. So that's true sacred listening. Second, compassion and empathy. So very quickly, difference here. Empathy, it's a feeling that you have when somebody's sharing a story, like, I feel what you feel. You can almost tap into their pain. I practice a lot of empathy in my work when I have clients sharing hard stories with me, their pains, their struggle, and sometimes I even cry with them because I do feel their pain. That's empathy. Compassion is more the expression of empathy. Compassion, you might say words that are comforting the person. So empathy is a feeling, compassion is the expression, a manifestation of something you do towards the person. But compassion and empathy are very important. When you expand your mind, even it's a hard thing for you to understand, or you might not even agree the way this person's handling, but you just feel their pain. You just express words of comfort, like, I hear you. I'm here for you. What can I do to support you? Can I buy your lunch? Can I pick up your kids at school today? So you open your mind when you're practicing compassion and empathy. Number 3, understand what the person is saying. And this is a hard one, because let's say the person says something that is really goes against your own core values and beliefs. And this happens all the time. This is why we have arguments with our partners, with friends, or sometimes we just get angry at the world. And again, especially this time of election. But can we try to understand a different point of view? Remember that person is just sharing their perception. Remember that everything in life is how we perceive things. And people are going to have different experiences and perceptions than you do. So can you understand what they're saying? And I'm not saying you need to agree, but can you simply understand and respect where they're coming from? That's an expression of opening your mind. And last one, do you have the courage to challenge your own beliefs? And maybe you will agree with what the person is sharing. This happens with me all the time, especially when it comes to politic views sometimes, because it's not a topic that I know a lot, so I can, express some anger and disappointments, and then I have somebody talking to me, explaining to me more how the process works, and all of a sudden I challenge my own beliefs and I embody a new belief. So especially if somebody, it's really triggering you, making you very upset, just hold your thoughts for a second, your words, and take a deep breath, and maybe spend some time in introspection, challenging your own beliefs. And I use the word courage because it takes courage to come and say, hey, I was wrong, or hey, thanks, you helped me to really expand my mind with the concepts you were sharing. First, I was, I was resisting. It was hard for me. I got upset, but you really helped me. It takes courage to do that, guys. So courage is a big thing when you expand your mind. And, again, we are learning every single day. I teach every day and I learn every single day. And that's such a beautiful thing. And I hope you all experiencing a lot of teachings and learnings in your life too, because that's what we're here for. So those are my messages for the day. Practice the concepts of living with an open mind. Ask yourself if you have room to open in some areas of your life. For all of us, we have some areas that we're very open-minded, and we have some areas that we're not so open. So visit those areas that you're not so open, or maybe review a conversation, hard conversation you had with somebody that you could have expressed a more open mind. Just open your views, open your lenses, and see things with different points of view. Last tip here, especially when you're being challenged in a communication with somebody, if you can ask yourself, in silence, can I look at the situation differently? Just by asking that question to yourself, you are expanding your mind at that moment. So those are my messages for the day. If you love this video, share, and I can't wait to be with you next week. Thank you.